I'd like to introduce you to one of those members of Congress, Jay Inslee, a Democrat from Washington State. Hello to you, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
You are also the co-author of a book that's got an interesting title, Apollo's Fire. If you could boil down how that links to the old space program and the issues of trying to protect the environment today, what does that mean?
Well, we know we can lick global warming if we have the same optimism, the same confidence, the same vision that John F. Kennedy called us to when we went on the original Apollo projects to the moon. And now we know we can develop a revolutionized clean energy economy by putting that can-do spirit to work of Americans that was so successful in the original Apollo projects. So we called our book Apollo's Fire to spark that ignition we need for the clean energy revolution in our economy. And the great thing that's happening, and I'm helping here in Congress with some of my colleagues, is we're developing policies to help the small business people, the entrepreneurs, the communities who are out there building wind turbine facilities, biofuel manufacturing facilities, solar power technology. There's great things happening out in the country, and our book told some of those stories. And now if Congress will help Americans have that same degree of confidence, we're going to win this fight.
And let's tell our audience that you are an advisor to Senator Hillary Clinton in this presidential campaign on issues that deal with the energy and environment. Right. And yesterday she laid out a series of proposals that she said would create at least 5 million jobs, and she sort of coined a new term, green-collar jobs, and how those will help to boost the environment. So that other kind of green, the great dollar, what do you see as the intersection between being environmentally aware and being mindful of the stewardship of our economy?
I believe, and my co-author Bracken Hendricks, who's a fellow at the Center for American Progress, believe that this is the greatest economic opportunity. It is an environmental crisis, but it is also an economic opportunity. We are going to build millions of these green-collar jobs, selling plug-in hybrid cars to the world, selling solar thermal technology to China, selling biofuels to ourselves and the rest of North America. We are going to start shipping clean energy products around the world. That's going to help our foreign trade balance. It's going to deal with global climate change, and it's going to reduce our addiction to Middle Eastern oil. So this is something that can unite red and blue America. It can create wealth and jobs. And, you know, two kinds of greens are at work here. They're both important, and they go hand in hand, and that's why we need Apollo's Fire, this new clean energy revolution.
And if you were to name just one sector of the economy that has the greatest potential to become greener in the few years ahead, what would that be?
I think we're going to see leapfrog technology in the automobile industry. You know, 40% of CO2 now comes from our cars and trucks, and we're going to electrify the car. This is imminent. We already have plug-in hybrid cars. You plug them in at night, you get 40 miles a gallon, or 40 miles to drive around during the day. If you want to go farther than 40 miles, then you have a hybrid engine that runs on gasoline or biofuels. That is only 5 or 6 years away from mass production. General Motors has the GM Volt they intend to bring out. So I think what we're going to see is leapfrog technology truly revolutionizing the way we drive. And there's a million after that, from the Astra Solar Thermal Company that can now produce zero CO2 emitting solar energy. They just signed a big contracts in Florida and California.
Some very interesting ideas.
A lot of good stuff going on.
Well, we thank you very much for your time. Best of luck with the book.
Yes.
We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
So it's